I'm in zip. Never again. Never again am I bringing this tent. So yeah, I would encourage anyone who's got an old tent like this to bring it out, have some fun, and don't bring it again. It's a bit blustery up here. I don't know whether my 32-year-old tent's going to withstand this, but yeah, let's go and find a nice sheltered spot because I think I'm going to need it. I'm going to head over towards the wool packs and see if I can find a pitch on this hill before I get there. So I need a nice sheltered spot for this tent. So there's no one up here, just me. It's quite a lovely day really, apart from the wind. So anyway, let's crack on. Been searching around for quite a long time, and the light's fading. It's now 20 past 5, so I've got half an hour before the sunset. So I found this nice little flat spot here. It's big enough to get my humongous 1990s tent on, so I'm going to pitch it right there. I'm sheltered by this this bank and these rocks. The sun's setting over there in the west, so it's quite a decent view down there into the valley. So yeah, I ain't got much of a choice, so I'm going to park my tent here and let's show you what I've got. Here it is. It's the Eurohike Backpacker 2 TS tent. Now don't ask me what TS stands for, I ain't got a clue. But what I do know is it's a very roomy tent, and I absolutely used to love this tent. I had it for roughly 7-8 years and used it constantly for 7 or 8 years. It's definitely had its wear, so I'm looking forward to getting this up and looking down on that great view down there. Comes in a very nice bag. Do you remember these poles that we all used to use? They weigh an absolute ton. I can't remember what they're called, but yeah, remember those? So yeah, in this bag, this tent is, you pitch it outer first and then you peg the inner into it. I've got to be extra careful with this because it's ripped. It's taken me 20 minutes to get to this stage and I'm just fiddling with the last pole to get in through this sleeve, but makes me realise just how technology's come on since they made these, because it's not an easy task getting this up, because these poles keep separating, and when you're trying to shove them through these sleeves it's just a nightmare. So I'm still struggling. I'm trying to get it up before it goes dark, but it is a great tent once it's up, but I forgot how much of a struggle it is to actually do this. I do remember struggling with it years ago. It's yeah, God. There we are, it's up. It took me forever. Yeah, it's finally up, but it's taken me, what's that taken me? 35 minutes, and I've still got to put the inner inside it. These tents were a lot harder to pitch in the old days. But I mean, it's still a pretty good tent. Looking forward to using that tonight. So as you can see, it's seen better days. This sleeve is ripped here. About to repair. I think I repaired one of the poles on one of the sides. I can't remember which one now, but I mean, it's still fairly strong. I think it'll keep me cozy tonight, so yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. At the back end, yeah, I've got a great view, because I've got a great view of Edale Valley down there. There's the whole of Kinder Scout, and then you can see the Great Ridge over the other side there. So it's quite a view I've got. Yeah, I need to get this. I need to get this inner in, and then it'll be going dark then. So we'll get some food on. So I've got sausages and bread cakes, so nothing too fancy, but it'll definitely fill me up. I don't know, everything seems so difficult out here. I'll just pin these on and I'll just talk to you. Yeah, so yeah, here we are in the vintage 1992 tent. You can see why I used to love it. There's loads of headroom. Look how much headroom there is, and space, huge. It's very much like the Nallo 2 that Hilleberg do. Yeah, but it took me a long time to pitch it, mainly because I wasn't familiar with it anymore, and there was a few glitches with it being torn and things. But yeah, it still works, and it's going to keep me cozy tonight. The main thing I'm worried about is it leaking, and also the this ground sheet isn't up to today's kind of technology standards, so I might get a bit of moisture coming up through the ground a little bit. I don't know, I'll have to see, but yeah, but it's nice to be back in this tent again. I've been looking in my garage for so long, and I've kept thinking I need to get that tent out at some point and give it a run out, but I've always had a bit of fear about bringing it. So anyway, I've waited for a nice weather window, and it's not too bad tonight. So yeah, but it has been kept in a really dark place in the garage, so it's not really being affected by the sunlight. A lot of older tents can deteriorate because of the sunlight. So yeah, to say it's 32 years old, it's doing all right at the moment. But yeah, you can see I've got loads of space here. I've got enough room to sit here, and my bed's at the side here, so you know, it's a two-person tent. And I used to take this out on my I used to have a Vespa scooter. I used to put it on the back and take it out. So yeah, it's definitely I've had my money's worth out of this tent, so I'll be sad to not use it again, but it's really not. It's not quick enough for me to pitch, and I don't really trust it anymore. So yeah, but look, it's like a Bedouin tent. This is what they use in the deserts. This kind of material, this Bedouin kind of. It's like a soft, sort of silky kind of feel to it. Luxury. So. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up and get in the sleeping bag and keep warm because it's going a bit chilly now. So yeah, so that's my thoughts about this tent, and I would encourage anyone who's got an old tent like this to just give it a spin out sometime, and because it is quite a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, the thing is with this tent as well, it's the weight of it. It's nearly 3 kilograms, which is a bit heavy. I did feel it coming up there. Up bringing Roger, it was a bit heavy. So yeah, so anyway, I'm going to get out of these wet clothes now, and I will see you in the morning. So, night everyone. Morning. Yeah, well, that was quite a sunrise. Well, it weren't really a sunrise. That was actually filmed before the sunrise. The actual sunrise is now, but completely lost. All the cloud inversion has come upwards, and so now we're actually in the cloud inversion. But yeah, I'm glad I woke up early and captured that. So I was up an hour before sunrise, so yeah, some good footage there. The tent itself was faultless. Kept me very warm and cozy, and there was no condensation either. There's water on the outside, but inside it's dry as a bone. So yeah, successful mission. So I'm going to drink this cuppa, and God, that's hot, and bring you back. Well, let's have a walk around this 1990s tent in the mist, and I'll give my opinion of why I think there's no way I'm bringing this again. There's no way I would swap this for one of my more up-to-date tents for quite a few reasons. Number one is the old zippers. The old zippers on these are very annoying. They stick, and I do remember even when I first bought it, they used to stick and used to drive me actually quite mad. So that's number one. Number two, the outer shell is quite flimsy really, and not. I wouldn't trust it in a heavy rainstorm. And as you can see, it's moving quite a lot, and it's only a slight breeze. Yeah, so look, I mean, it's what, 10 mile an hour wind, that, and it's moving quite a lot. Another reason is these old poles. I mean, this one's actually come through the outer, but the old poles we used to use are a lot more heavier and a lot more brittler as well than what we've got now with the new deck poles. Yeah, but yeah, as it was a great tent of its time, and unfortunately this will be the last time that I do use it. So yeah, this tent will be sitting in my garage until someone's really desperate enough to want to borrow it. So yeah, so I'm going to pack it away and get off this this very misty mountain. I'm in zip. Just taking the tent apart as well is a lot more of a challenge. These poles don't come out like the modern poles. And they come apart as you're trying to shove them through the sleeves, these poles as well. God, I don't think I'd wild camp if I had to bring this every time. You wouldn't believe how much problems these can cause. I'll be so glad to put these away in the garage forever. It's just taken me 15 minutes to get the poles out the sleeves. So there we go. There's I think if I had this tent now, I don't think I'd have this YouTube channel, because I won't be coming out, because it would drive me absolutely nuts. The struggle you have to put this tent up and take it down again is there's no comparison to today's modern tents. So yeah, I would encourage anyone who's got an old tent like this to bring it out, have some fun, and don't bring it again. So anyway, I'm going to put it all in my I'm going to put it all in my bag now and get wrapped up. Yeah, so enjoy your kit, whether it be old or new, and get out there and enjoy these fantastic spaces. So anyway, I'm going now, so I'll see you next week. Bye.